New tonight, new roads, new parks, teacher raises, and abortion law rank among the top priorities for Governor Bill Lee starting the first year of his second term in office. Reporter Caitlin Keenahan breaks down his fifth State of the State address, laying out his budget. Caitlin?
Thanks, John. Well, here's a look at the proposed fiscal year 2023-24 state budget. For every tax dollar, 36 cents are going to education, 23 cents going to health and social services, and 15 cents going toward transportation. Up first, the governor's plans for education. Bill Lee says the state is prioritizing funding for literacy programs from tutoring to summer camps. This in part as the retention law will cause a portion of underperforming third graders to attend summer school or be retained. The governor also shared plans for long-awaited pay increases.
When I came into office, the minimum pay for teachers was set at $35,000. We're proposing legislation that, if it passes, will increase the minimum teacher pay by the time I leave office to $50,000.
A proposal, as you can hear, led to some applause. The governor also touched on school safety, a growing concern among parents across the nation. The second highest budget category, health and social services, following the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. Bill Lee says he is proposing new ways to help mothers. He said he will propose covering the cost of diapers during the first 2 years of a baby's life for mothers on TennCare. He also praised the, quote, protection of unborn lives.
Pro-life is much more than defending the lives of the unborn, and it's not a matter of politics. This is about human dignity. This is about human dignity. And we can have a healthy debate.
That statement, clearly divisive, sparked a lot of feedback from some of the members of that crowd. In addition to touching on abortion laws, Lee also spoke about the DCS crisis, saying the state's hired dozens of new caseworkers. And finally, the third highest budget category is transportation. Right now, the governor says Tennessee has a backlog of road-related projects totaling $26 billion. But Lee doesn't want does not want the state to go into debt or raise taxes. Instead, he proposed something called the Transportation Modernization Act.
And hear me when I say this, toll roads are not on the table. We're talking about choice lanes, public-private partnerships, new delivery models.
To kick off this urban choice lanes idea, Lee proposed allocating $3 billion to get the project started in cities like Memphis, Nashville, and Knoxville. In response to the proposed budget, Senate Democratic Caucus Chairwoman London Lamar said, in quote, "This budget does some nice things, but with this much funding available, Tennesseans deserve more than business as usual. If we want to lead the nation, let's get to work on real investments for our people, families, and businesses." John?
That is a quick rundown. Thanks very much. Appreciate much more online at our partner site, WBIR.com. Caitlin Keenahan with a recap.